Welcome to our online edition of Question and Response. We at Redeemer Lincoln Square, we value questions and those who ask them, which is why after every Sunday service, we answer questions that you text in, whether it's about faith or Christianity in general, and somebody from our pastoral team tries to deal with them. Now, in this particular series, we're trying to deal with some of the key questions that people have about who Jesus is and what he's about, or just the most frequently asked ones. So whether you consider yourself a Christian today or not, we invite you to participate with us in this discussion. Now, for today's question. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And we are today excited to deal with today's question with our one and only Ginny Owens, who is our multi-hyphenated creative here at Redeemer Lincoln Square. She is a singer-songwriter. She's an author. She's our worship leader often here at LSQ. She's also stepped in as our 2021-2022 interim women's ministry manager. She's basically a Swiss Army knife. She's done a little bit of everything. And we are coming to you live from Times Square. That sounds weird to say it that way, but these are our new office space. And no, it's not as distracting as the billboards look like outside once you get used to it. But Ginny, how are you doing? Welcome.
I'm doing fabulous. How are you today, sir?
Doing pretty good. I'm excited about today's question, which is here's the question. Why is Sunday worship so important? You know, I'm tired. I want to sleep in. I can't sing. I don't want to wake up early. Fill in the blank. And we get this question a lot. And I think it's a great question to look at, particularly after the pandemic, where we've been online for so long, and we're kind of wondering, like, do I really need this, or should I do this? And I would argue that it just kind of depends on what are we really doing on Sundays? Like, why are we really there? If we're just there for content, if we're just there to download the information, then yeah, we should just listen to the podcast. But what do you think, Ginny?
Well, if we are coming to church, though, if that's what we're going to do on our Sundays, we definitely should not just listen to a podcast or a live stream, because as we know, every day at all times, we are worshiping something, right? Mm-hmm. So worship comes from the old English word worthship.
Worthship.
Don't you love that word? Worthship?
It's like a tongue twister. You try to say it 5 times fast. Yes. It doesn't quite
You should do
work.
that.
No, I'm not going to try to do that.
Okay. Well, but worthship means bestowing worth on things.
Yeah.
Which we do all day long with our lives, whether it's our work, our family, whatever it is that we value. And so Sundays are the day when we come together to step back together, to admire God's creation, to wonder at all of the amazing things he's done for us throughout the week and throughout the history of the world, and to, ascribe to him worship.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say coming to church is not just content, like you said. I think there's more to it. The goal is not just to know the truth intellectually about God. It's to actually feel his presence. It's to come before him. There's an experience. There's a beauty to it, and that you can't get just in the comfort of your own home. You actually need other, even people around you, because the images of God, by definition, give us if people are the images of God, then we get an aspect of who God is by seeing them, by being around other folks. And there's an order to our worship, right, Ginny? Like we start off with praise, we go up to God in adoration, then we go down into our own need and issues and confession, then we get to go out into the world with the word of grace. Right. There's a whole process of reminding ourselves where we're going to bestow our worth, and if I'm going to bestow it with him, even with our songs, right?
Absolutely, yes. And I think it's that collective experience, being still, being at rest before him, and doing that together, that we then carry with us throughout the week, right? So our songs are such a huge part of that. I mean, don't get me started. How long do we have to talk about songs? But I love singing. I love, even if we can't sing, this is one of those beautiful things, one of the rare things that we will all be doing in heaven that we do now.
Well, what is it about singing? Like, why don't we just say it? What is there something special about? I'm asking the songwriter about singing.
Yes, well, yes, because it is a full body experience. Think about it. Your vocal cords are working. Your body is sort of moving to the rhythm. If you're Presbyterian, that's probably happening quietly and
Hands
internally.
Hands don't go fully up, right?
Yes, but then your mind is reverberating all day with those lyrics and that melody, because you had add the lyrics and melody together, so
Yeah.
they're connected. But they're also, the reason we choose the songs that we choose, and we definitely labor over those
Right.
choices, is so that this can be another part of the worship experience that you take with you all week, so that when you are having a dark moment, you can think and sing of God's faithfulness, as we did last Sunday, and that will come back to your mind and give comfort to your heart.
Yeah, it's actually why sometimes people wonder, why do we sing some old hymns? And the reason why is hymns tend to give you more of God's transcendence and greatness, but then we
Right.
sing contemporary songs because those tend to be better at God's immanence and closeness and stuff, and we actually need both, right? We need to see
We
all
do.
aspects, because depending on what we're going through on any given moment, we need to see all those aspects, and not just, again, know, but experience it and participate with that.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that's at least a partial answer for the experience of what happens in worship, and I hope to see folks out for that, and hopefully it answers that question. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. If you have more questions, please email us at lsq@redeemer.com. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time.